Welcome. This is Human Handbook Relaxation. I'm Zach, and today we're taking a journey through the woods. Just a few tips before we start. It helps to imagine the things I describe as vividly as you possibly can, as though you were actually there. Also, you'll be in control the entire time, so feel free to pause the video whenever you like. With that, sit back, relax, close your eyes, and open your mind as we explore a Midwestern forest. We'll start with a deep breath. 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You find yourself walking on a path that goes through the woods in the Midwest. As you're walking down the path, you take in the scene around you. The sun has just come up. It's still early in the morning. The air is cool and comfortable. The ground is damp from the dew. You hear birds playing in the distance. A fog has settled onto the woods that brings a quiet, peaceful feeling as you continue down the path. You look down and see that the path is made of old, worn stones that are all smooth and level after the years of people trotting over them. You smell the trees and the leaves. Breathe in. Breathe out. You continue walking down the path over the smooth stones, feeling the cool air on your skin. A gentle breeze picks up through the woods and rustles the leaves on the trees as the birds continue to play in the distance. And as you're walking down the path, you come across a stream that trickles along across the path and bubbles off into the distance. And stepping stones have been laid in the stream so you may cross it without getting wet. And you cross over the little stream, hopping from one stone to the next. As you get to the other side, you see little minnows playing in a deeper area of the stream, swimming around in the little pool that's been made with the water as it rolls on and bubbles down through the woods. Take a moment to appreciate the sound of the water. And then you continue down the path through the woods, taking in the sights and the sounds. After a while traveling on this path, you come across a grassy meadow with fog that still covers the air but has begun to rise as the sun continues up in the sky and warms the air. You walk out into this meadow and you find an open area with shorter grass, and you sit down and take off your shoes, and you feel the cool grass beneath your feet and on your hands as you run them through the blades back and forth. The spot is dry and cool still from the night. You breathe in and breathe out. And you take a moment to enjoy a feeling of peace and calm that's all around you. And you realize the fog has lifted, and all around you you see oak trees that rise into the sky, and their leaves are green and full of life. You still hear the birds chirping in the distance, playing around in the trees. You can hear squirrels jumping from tree limb to tree limb, playing as well. On the other side of this peaceful meadow, you see a few deer grazing on the edge of the woodline. You breathe in and breathe out. A gentle breeze picks up and stirs the tall grass around you. You listen to the sound that the wind makes as the grass rustles. And after a while, you put your shoes back on and stand back up and find your way back to the quiet path through the woods. And the stones are still smooth and level and easy to walk on. You come up to a big oak tree on the side of the path. Take a moment to admire it, how long it's been there. You feel the bark on your hands. You hear the leaves rustling in the wind, and the squirrels playing up in the treetops, and the birds chirping in the distance. And you smell the trees and the woods and the leaves as you take the moment in. Breathe in. Breathe out. You admire the old tree and wonder how long it's been here in this quiet forest. All the things that this tree has seen, and yet it still stands strong as ever, just like you. And then you continue down the path into the woods, and the path gently begins to rise as you continue walking on it, going up the side of a hill as it goes from one side to the other and zigzags its way up to the top of the hill. And when you finally make it to the top of the hill, you're greeted with a beautiful view. A bluff overlooking a river that winds down below quietly through a valley. You see birds flying over the river, hear a fish jump out of the water and splash as it falls back down. The sun is still coming up in the sky. It's still morning. The air is still cool and comfortable. The breeze comes up from the valley and over the hill and past you and down into the woods from where you came. Behind you, you see the quiet meadow that you stopped in before, and all around you, everything is at peace. And you feel inside you that you are at peace. Breathe in. Breathe out. You may sit in this moment as long as you like. And when you're ready, open your eyes and allow your awareness to drift back to the things around you, while still holding on to the feeling of calm and of peace that this forest path has brought you. And as you go about your week, I ask that you take it easy on yourself. These days with social media and the internet and all these things that show the best parts of people's lives, but not the worst parts, it's easy to feel like we're not doing enough, we're not achieving enough. And that can be very damaging to happiness. There's something I learned from trees, just like the big oak tree in the story. And it's that they don't have jobs or fancy titles or big goals. Trees just stand in the sun and blow in the wind, doing exactly what they were made to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody criticizes trees. And so if you feel the pressure of life weighing down on you and the pressure of the expectations of society and of yourself even, I ask that you take a moment and live like a tree, just enjoying life under no expectations. Thank you for watching. As always, stay strong, stay happy.